I am Giorgio, and welcome to
Dreamy Travel Story!
Dreamy Travel Story!
Hi guys, today we're in Dumbo and...
In Brooklyn. And we're going for Brooklyn Flea Market.
But first, a little reminder, if it's this the first time you see our videos, remember to subscribe our channel.
Yeah.
Let's go! On Sundays in April through October, underneath the Manhattan Bridge Arch in Dumbo, Brooklyn, you find the amazing flea market Brooklyn Flea. This flea market features top vendors of furniture, vintage clothing, collectibles and antiques. It is ranked as one of the best flea markets in the US and in the world. The prices are sometimes a bit high, but for vintage and antiques lovers like us, it's always a pleasure to see beautiful things. You don't have to buy to enjoy. In the previous episode, vlog 19 of our New York series, we went to Brooklyn Flea in Williamsburg. It's worth visiting as well, even if we prefer this one in Dumbo. The trains that pass on the Manhattan Bridge and the beautiful all-brick buildings give the market a nice atmosphere. Don't miss Dan's parents' house that sells amazing old toys and collectibles. It's definitely a big kids' paradise. We also found a stand with some really nice old cameras. If we were not traveling, we would probably have bought one for our old camera collection. Our favorite stand was the Modern Republic with beautiful mid-century modern style furniture and decor. Everything they sell is perfection. And who says no to donuts? After Brooklyn Flea, we decided to go for a stroll along the river and admire the view of Manhattan Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan. We also bumped into the Joker. Our next stop was the beautiful antique carousel. Jane's Carousel is carved wooden 48 horses and 2 chariots carousel that was built in 1922. In 1984, the carousel was bought at auction by Jane and David Wallentas. She fully restored it back to its original elegance. Jane's Carousel was opened to the public at its new location in Brooklyn Bridge Park on the East River in Brooklyn in 2011. It is housed in a beautiful glass pavilion and you have an amazing view from the carousel. Okay, we're going one more time. And now we are at the Threes Brewing. We're still in Brooklyn, and we needed a little bit of rest because we worked all the day, so it was nice to have a little brew, sit a bit, have a little chat. After this, we will go to a second-hand shop that is really close to here. Martin, can you please give us the name?
Beacon's Closet. Okay, so we had a quick stop after the beer. We went to Beacon's Closet, which is a vintage shop. I have to say that I'm a bit disappointed. The prices were really expensive. The shop was really messy. So I would say no, I didn't really like it. There are several locations of Beacon Closet in New York. Maybe the other ones are better.
Oh, the beers were so I have to say. Unfortunately, this last part of the day was not as satisfying as the rest of the day, but that's what travel is. So it's not always everything is not always fantastic. Sometimes stuff is so-so, or
For example, now it smells shitloads of weed just where we're standing.
remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Click the notification button, which is the little bell down there. And are we going to sleep?
Now we're going back to Flatbush and sleep.
So good night, guys.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.